happen? Well, we left off here on page EX143 with our last bit of video there. So again, what we did was we selected the button there, and we wanted to do totals. Of course, with totals there's a lot of choices, and we want to do sum. And as you can see at the sum there, it gives us the totals for each of those columns. Kind of gives you a live preview, shows the results of the sum. It's in, you can see 278 there for the jogging, and calisthenics 245, and the strength 347. So we're looking at those numbers, and that means 278 minutes of jogging. He did calisthenics for 245 minutes, and then 347 minutes of doing strength. So it kind of lets you quickly look at that. So let's go ahead there and so Ken wants us to move this information to the top of the worksheet. So we just kind of looked at that preview there. Let's select the range H45 to J45. So H45 to J45. So that's this cell right here, H45 to J45. Select that. Cut that. Control X on your keyboard, or you can go up here and use the scissors on the button there. And let's select cell G14 up here and paste that information into it. He wants it just a little farther up on the sheet. So G14 right here, G14. And then you can Control and V as in Victor, or you can paste that information in there. And now totals appear in that range G14 to I14. That's exactly what our boss man Ken wanted, so that's what he got. I'm on page EX144. We're going to select the range H22 to J44. So H22 to J44. H22 all the way down to J44. Now let's go down to that quick analysis again. This was a handy tool. Click on that quick analysis button. And let's click the totals category again. Totals. On this time, we want to click the average to enter the average function. So let's do average, and you should see averages. So that's the average minutes per exercise type. Let's cut that. So cut the formulas in the range there. So take that range, H45 to J45. Let's cut that. Remember, Control X or the scissors up there. I did Control X that time. Now let's place them in G15 to I15. So G15 to I15. Click there and Control V as in Victor. Paste them, or again you can use the paste button up here. So the averages are being displayed to 8 decimal places. That implies a far greater accuracy in measuring the exercise time than can be recorded. So giving us credit for all that hard sweat and work that we did. Okay, in the range G15 to I15, so look at G15 to I15, which is where we're at. Let's decrease the number of decimal places displayed to 1. Remember how to do that up here on the button? There we go. So as you can see, Daniel spent 16.4 minutes per session jogging, 14.4 minutes per session on calisthenics, and 20.4 minutes on strength exercises. The quick analysis tool can be used to summarize values across rows as well as down columns. And now Ken, being our boss man, wants us to calculate how long Daniel worked out each day. We're going to use the quick analysis tool to calculate total exercise minutes per workout. Some of you are thinking, hey, after I'm done with this workbook, maybe I could use this for my own personal calculations in gym time. And exactly, this could be beneficial for us, not just as a homework assignment. So hopefully some of you, myself included, go to gyms and exercise. To calculate total minutes time per session, we're on EX144 down at the bottom. I'm on step 1. It says in cell K21. So click on cell K21. Come down here to K21 right there. And we're going to enter total minutes as a heading. And then select the range H22 to J44. So H22 to J44. So something went south there. There we go. There we go. Okay, total minutes. All right, we got it. Now, make sure you get an X there. There we go. Okay, total minutes. We just typed that up there, right? Total minutes up there. Okay, all we were trying to do was type in the words total minutes up there as the heading. And now we're going to select the range H22 all the way down to J44. So come down here to J44. That should look familiar by now. It's the range we've been normally selecting. Let's open that quick analysis tool again. Okay, now let's try this one more time. So I want to click the totals category. And this time in the totals category, I want to scroll the right scroll button to scroll to the list of calculations. I want the sum button for the column of summary statistics. So the sum functions are entered in the range K22 to K44. Let's see what happens here. So again, you look at the different things here. It'll compute for us what's happening. And this time, as you can see, I've got the sum over under total minutes this time. Whoop, there it is. And this is what we're after. This time it's no longer under the calisthenics, the jogging, and strength. It's over here under total minutes. So again, take and select that there. So we're going to calculate the sum of the workout minutes per session. That's good. And now I want to format that range K22 through K44. So let's go ahead, format K22 through K44. That's K22 all the way down through K44. We want to format that with the cell style calculation style. So see the calculation style? There we go. Gives it that orange coloration, really makes it pop. Just stand back for a second, take a look at your sheet, compare it to the screen capture figure 3.8 in your book on page EX145. Make sure that you are in the same spot there that they are and we are here in this video. Cell J13. Let's go to cell J13. So A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, and scroll up. And there's J13 right there. In cell J13, we're going to enter the words total minutes. That's our heading, total minutes. We want to copy the formulas in range I14 to I15. So I14 to I15. Right there, I14 to I15. Now we're going to copy that and paste them into the range J14 to J15. Okay, and let's just see if we got the same values. We did, 870 and 37.8. Got exactly what we have there. Perfect. Now, should show you the sum and the average of the total exercise minutes. Again, Daniel worked out for 870 minutes during the month. That's pretty impressive when you think about it. So let's select cell G16 here. So cell G16. If you want the dancing ants to go away, you can always hit the escape key. Okay, so we're in cell G16. Click the Insert Function button. That's that FX over here, Insert Function. And in the search for a function, we're going to type middle value. So it says search for functions, to start typing middle value. And then hit the Go button. functions for finding a middle value appear in the select a function box there. And the second one is for median. You guys see where it says median there? That's the one we want to use. So select median, click on it and select it, and then say OK. And now we have to come up with the range, so let's collapse that, and we're going to be able to key in the range. The range we want to do is H22 to H44. We can select it in the worksheet, or we can key it in manually, whichever you want to do. So I like that about Excel. There's always more than one way to do what we need to do. So H22 range to H44. We select that. So that's going to be the cells that contain the times that Daniel did his jogging. And then we can expand that box. Just kind of take a look, and it should say H22 colon H44. And you can see down here where it gives us equals 15. That's the preview of the function value. It gives us a description there, so a help feature, lots of useful things. We're good with what we see because it matches our book and it gives us the information we desired. So click OK. Now, let's copy cell G16 and paste the copied formula into the range H16 to J16. So click on cell G16, copy that, Control plus C, or just hit the copy button up here. When you've got the ants encircling it there, the dancing marquee, scrolling marquee there, we can copy that and paste it into the range H16 to J16. There we go. Right there. Control V as in Victor, or the paste button, and that should give us 15, 15, 20, and 50. Those are the median minutes for each exercise. Perfect. I want to calculate the minimum maximum minutes of exercise, so let's select cell G17. Click on cell G17. Again, to get rid of this, you can hit the escape key. On G17, we've selected that. On the ribbon, we're going to click the Formulas tab up here, Formulas. And we're going to display the function categories in the function library. Click the More Functions button. So we're looking for more functions. As we click along here, we see, oh, more functions. There it is. Pull that down. And it displays the rest of the function categories. So calculations involving maximum minimums are included with statistical functions. So let's click on statistical. Notice all of the options that appear when I did that. Let's scroll down and point to min. I'm going to scroll down quite a ways because, as you can see, there's a huge selection. You had no idea. All the opportunities, all the possibilities. Now a screen tip appears and tells me what min does. Very helpful. It displays all of the syntax, how we structure a statement, and then a description of what the function does. There's a tell me more you could click on. I'm on page EX148, and I'm going to click min to open the function arguments dialog box. So click on min like that, and with the insertion point in the number 1 box, select the range H22 to H44. So H22 to H44, or again, you can key it in, H22 colon H44. Okay, so that's again the time that Daniel spent jogging. Click the OK button. Okay. Now, we have the formula equals min H22 to H44. It's entered in cell G17 and it displays the number 10. That's the minimum minutes that Daniel spent jogging during the month. Maybe he had a cramp that day. I don't know. But everybody's got a down day, and it looks like that was Daniel's. On number 8, page EX148, we're going to select cell G18. Click the More Functions button. G18. And click the More Functions button. So let's go back to More Functions. Pull that down. And in the More Functions button, we're going to be looking for statistical. And we're going to go down and scroll all the way down until you get the max. Again, we got a ways to go because there's so many options. Okay. The function arguments dialog box opens. And with the insertion point, you can key in again H22 through H44, or you can select that. So H22 colon H44. Again, you can do either way. It doesn't matter as long as the end result is that you get the range in there. And once you've got that, click the OK button. And you should have the number 22. Your formula says equals max H22 colon H44 and displays the number 22. That's the maximum minutes that Daniel spent jogging. So let's copy that range, G17 and G18. So Control plus C, copy, and paste the formula in ranges H17 to J18. There you go, Control V as in Victor. Notice the numbers appear there. The last thing we need to do is to format that range G14 to J18. So again, to get rid of this copy, just hit the escape key, and we're going to select the range G14 through J18, G14 through J18. And I want to use the calculation cell style. So let's go back here to the Home tab, click on Cell Styles, and I want this to be the calculation cell style. Okay, select cell F19 when you're done. Deselects everything. And let's take a look at figure 313 in your book, EX149. Make sure that yours looks just like the one in the figure. Mine does. I'm happy. Let's save this work and make sure to stop the video, and we'll continue on with the next step in a minute.